Hello, Gary.
Morning, Chris.
Hey, sorted. Thank you for this very early. Well, not early for us, but it'll be early for most people.
It's not at all early for me. No, I don't mind at all.
Well, listen, look, Gary, really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on.
More than welcome.
Yeah. Just so for anyone that's obviously listening, Gary's Gary South's the chairman of Harefield United. A very good morning to you, sir. So,
good morning, Chris. HUFC for both of us.
Exactly, winners, mate, winners. I was going to say, so obviously, because we got your boys on the 4th of September, so that's like when we're recording, it's a week Saturday. I was going to say, how have you lot started the season?
We haven't played a great deal of games. We've won 2 FA Cup ties and drawn twice in the league.
So unbeaten.
Unbeaten, and this is a bit pedantic, but you may know that before all the seasons got cut short, the last full season we played, we were unbeaten in that as well.
I've got it here, the Invincibles. Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
So technically,
but let's go there. Let's talk about that. So that was your last proper season.
Technically, the last 2 seasons have been expunged from the record. So technically, we're unbeaten since, I don't know, 2019 or something.
What fantastic!
But I mean, we're not making a thing about it because
it's nice when it happens, though, isn't it? I mean, it's something you're never going to forget.
For those players, especially, half of them are gone now, but a lot of young players came through that. A lot of 18-year-olds came through that, and that's something that how often are you going to get that on your CV as a football player?
No,
it was tremendous for them, and we felt hard done by the 2 games we drew in that run. We only drew 2. We drew 2 games out of the first 4 that season, which we felt hard done by on them with offsides, all this sort of nonsense, and we won the rest. So it was a great thing for the players. And obviously me as chairman, it cost me a few quid in sponsored goals and all that, and I was delighted, absolutely delighted.
Was that the grey hair? Is that how you got the grey hair then? Was it?
That's I've had that since I was 19, mate.
That's why I wear the hat. I'm all grey anyway, so I'm just hiding it all.
It's my trademark.
Yeah, because I know that with our lot, Hastings had we weren't unbeaten, but we only lost a couple games. A wonderful season that none of us lot are ever going to forget, but as a gay, it's it's gone, isn't it? It's in terms of officially, it's gone, but unofficially, no one's forgetting that. So it's obviously the same for your boys.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And some of the boys who did it that are still at the club. We got our goalkeeper, Jacob Bullheimer. I've known him since he was 6. He's never played for another club. He's gone right the way through from the under-7s to the first team. Yeah, and he's made a career in football. He works full-time for Middlesex FA. So it's a tremendous achievement for him. It was well earned, but they're very fortunate to have been involved.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't mind me asking, just talk a little bit about your club history, because having a little look, you've been around forever. 1860s. Obviously you can't pack that into 5 minutes, but tell us about the highlights of the club. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we're the oldest club in Middlesex. 1868 we were formed. There's not many clubs in the country go back much further than that. We've been at our present ground since I think it was 1967. Before that we were playing. It was the old Parthonian League, which was a sort of step up from county football, and we were playing at a local park, where we still have teams playing there as well. I was training there last night. I run an under-10 team, under-11, sorry, starting next month. Under-11s, I was training them at the same park where I used to watch my old man play. When I was 10, my old man was player manager of Harefield United.
Oh, bloody hell, really?
So, I had a little moment of reflection last night. I was standing in the corner where the change rooms used to be. It's no longer there, and sort of looking back on the view that I'd have been looking at 50 years ago. So so we moved to Preston Park in 1967. I joined the club in '82, and I think the highest league we've been in, we were in the Isthmian League at one point. For in the mid '80s, for several years we were in the Isthmian League. Which is what, step 4, I suppose. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think we had the steps and the pyramid then. But that's level.
They're always messing about with those, aren't they? I mean, it's that's a moan in itself, all of that stuff. But
well, I mean, it's standardised now. We all know where we are, so it's not a bad thing now. So I think at the time I remember, due to not being able to make necessary ground improvements, I think we dropped down to the Isthmian North, I think we were in, if I remember rightly, which was a step below. And been around step 5, step 6 ever since, really. Mostly step 5. We dipped into step 6 for a couple of seasons. That was when we did our Invincibles and came back up again. But we've been around that level ever since, with the odd county cup coming along and things like that. But in recent years, our biggest thing has been the development of our youth section of the club. Boys and girls teams at the moment. We've got about 400 players playing for the club. It's massive. And
who's your administrator? They must be getting sore hands, bloody writing all that down.
It's not a job for one person. But no, we've got a good youth team around us. And
good. That's good.
Yeah. So I would say probably, I can't predict what the manager's going to play, but I would say that around 5 or 6 of the starting 11 when we play you would have come through our youth policy.
Well, that's obviously very good for the future. If you've got people that got
I'm
links.
not saying they're all youngsters. Some of them now are seasoned professionals.
Yeah.
Well, they're not pros, but senior. They've come through the youth teams and the under 18, the allied counties. It's the way forward. We're not a club that can afford a lot of money on wages, so you develop your own. And
well, with them having links, I know from seasons before, is if you get mercenaries in, they might well be good for a little while, but they've got no links with the club. They're not going to hang around, and exactly. And not that you want them. Like if you've got, I'm sure you're the same as Hastings. Like we've had to let players go. If there's an opportunity for them to go up the levels, that you're going to let them go, aren't you? But So, but no, you do that. So we're talking about the players, right? So when we come along, us Hughes fans, who is going to give us nightmares on your team? Who's giving us nightmares? Who's going to scare the bejesus out of us?
It depends how frightened you are, doesn't it, really?
Well, there's a few of them that are timid. I'm not timid, but there's a few timid ones.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure if you've done your homework, you know that Richard Paquette plays for us.
Blimey, Richard Paquette. You ain't talking about the Richard Paquette that was at QPR, are you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Blimey. Because I used to go watch QPR years and years ago.
No, you remember from his...
Blimey. Really?
Yeah. But I mean, he you can look him up on Google, on Wikipedia. He's listed. I mean, he's been with us 3 years now, and he's never been. He used to have 3 clubs a season.
He did. He was a bit of a wanderer, but I didn't know that. Bloody hell!
MK Dons, York City. Then he went into the non-league scene, and he was with like St Albans and Hemel Hempstead, and
you obviously keep him happy.
Very happy, yeah. And he's a great guy to have around. He's moved into the coach. I mean, he's sure he won't mind me saying he's 38 now, but he's in terrific shape. And
I saw him when he literally first started playing.
Yeah,
that makes me that. Yeah. Oh my God, blimey, that was a while ago. Yeah. Anyway,
but, he's still playing, and he's helping coaching. He's on the coaching team.
Excellent.
I don't know if he'll be playing because he's been injured. He got injured in the Was it the last cup tie? No, it wasn't. No, it was a league game. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if he's fit again, but he'll be there and be around. And if he's not on the pitch, he'll be on the bench coaching.
With all that experience, it's only good for your lot, isn't it? I mean, that's rubbing off, isn't it?
Man, honestly, he'll come and watch. You know, he doesn't have to. But he comes watch his youth teams. You know, he'll come watch our under-18s, and he'll half time he'll pull the strikers to one side, and you know, he's a terrific guy to have around. We're blessed there. So yeah, so you know, he's definitely one to watch for you, because if he plays, he's seasoned. He knows the.
Well, if he ain't playing, I'm gonna have to come up to him and say, because I remember watching him, blimey, like when he was when he first started, like when he actually first started to watching him. But yeah,
I'll introduce you.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Well, well, on that subject, first of all, well, actually, let's do this in order, because I was going to say first I need a beer, but let's go back. Let's talk about Preston Park. What's the ground like?
It's a very good pitch. We call it the carpet. We've got a stand that takes 150. There's a stand with no seats on the far side behind the dugouts, and it's just standing all around. Really, it's good enough for step 4. It's good enough for step 4. There's what we're doing, talking about a beer. So we got our clubhouse is open. It's not a football clubhouse. It's a club that's open. Well, we got a pub license, so it's open 7 days a week. You know, big bar, cheapest and best lager around. So they tell me I don't drink myself, but the locals say that we do the best lager in the village. And what we're doing is we've got a burger van that sells beer as well, parked just by the entrance to the ground, and that's on a big warm-up area. So we're doing a bit of a fan zone, so we can accommodate, you know, people inside and outside for a beer. So they'll be able to get something to eat and a beer outside.
Very nice.
We're hoping to keep you all at the club for a beer.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Where's good for a beer? And I can't. Well, being the chairman, you're always going to say the clubhouse, aren't you? I mean, you're not going to get us to run away. But
if you've got any real ale nuts,
I am a little bit.
Oh yeah, you might want to visit. We got a pub in the high street called the Harefield.
Okay.
And it's a small pub, but they're terrific guys in there, and they got, like, I don't know, they always have guest beers, and they got about half a dozen real ales.
Oh, nice, yeah. None of that funny stuff. None of the chocolate stout, bloody all that. They're not the funny beers.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, well, you don't even drink there. No, okay.
It's my local. It's 100 yards from my house, and I do go in there,
nice.
But I don't drink, so I couldn't really tell you too much about it. But it's a proper real ale pub.
Yeah. So, all right. No, definitely.
You might want to pop down there and have a beer yourself. Fancy the real ale.
So, but anyway, we were talking about your danger men. You mentioned Richard Paquette.
Yeah.
Who may or may not be playing, and you know, but a lot of people might not know about Richard at Hastings, but it definitely a top professional. But anyone else? I'm not trying. I don't want to. I'm not giving away secrets or anything. But just anyone that you think will be blimey. Look at him. He's a good one.
A bit of research would tell you much that you need to know. But we've signed a couple of boys who are associated with Barnet. We got George Murphy. He's an attacking sort of central midfielder, comes forward, a sort of number 10 role. And we've got an out-and-out striker in Marlon Forjaw. He's a youngster who came through Barnet's system, and he's playing up front. And, you know, we've had a bit of a striker crisis of injuries, so we've been trying to get players in.
Well, you know, gold dust, didn't they?
We've got one of the boys from under 18s played in the last league game and came on as sub and, you know, bagged the goal. So,
nice one.
You know, we've got youngsters available. I don't know what's in the manager's plans for the day, but I had a word that they were training same time as me last night, and I had a word afterwards and had a little shafty myself to see who was there and who was missing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All right, I'm not asking any secrets, don't worry.
Boys, yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, so this is for us. This is definitely a toughie because your lot have already done well. You've done 2 great wins in the cup. You're obviously up for it.
Oh, without a doubt,
absolutely up for it. I'm sure you are. Anything you know about Hastings? Any potential strengths, weaknesses you think you might be able to exploit?
Again, that's a question for the manager. I'm sure he's done his homework, Jason.
Yeah.
But tell me a bit about you then. What players we've got to look out for from Hastings?
Well, there's just all 11. No, well, I'll tell you, depending on the team he puts out, like with yourselves, Chris Agata, who I just think is just a legend. He's a legend of a manager. We've got a lot of young players come through the ranks. So as yourselves, that's why I'm said, like yourselves. A young lad that usually plays sort of left-sided winger attacking midfielder called Freddie Legg, a young lad who I think he may or may not play on Saturday, but I think you lot will be excited. He's very direct, likes to take a shot. If you've got a beer or a pie in your hand and you're in the stands, I'd always be looking when he's got it because he'll shoot from anywhere and sometimes it don't go on the goal. But our core players, like we've got Ben Pope, who's a great sort of target-ish man, but great controller of the ball. Unfortunately, Warren Worrell, who midfield plays, got injured. He's out for a few weeks. I'm just trying to think of anyone that's going to really excite you. We've just got Lonray Aziz back, who's a winger, right-sided winger, who was a fan favourite a couple of years ago. We're probably going to bring him back in, and he absolutely terrorises down that right-hand side. I mean, there's a lot. We do play a patient game.
Yeah.
A patient game. I think I think you'll be impressed with us.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that goes to a football match and likes to watch both teams.
Yeah.
You don't just watch. I don't just watch our own players. You like to look at the players and find out who they are and remember them. It's all part of the game for me.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching you guys.
Yeah.
I did have a chat with the manager Jason Shaw last night and his assistant Michael, and they are fully focused at the moment on Saturday's game. And then they are not really thinking about the cup game because we've got 2 games to play.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, can you? If you've got those 2 ahead, because
while it's nice for you and I to talk about it, it's.
It's the FA Cup, isn't it?
Plans, but they've got 2 important league games.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, we need to get some points on the board. We've only got 2 points out of 2 games, so we need to try and get 6 points on the board before we play you. So that's their concern right now.
Well, okay. Well, listen, Gary, absolute pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And really, all the best for the season.
That's kind of you, yeah, and like you guys, we'll be following your season now. We like to look out for people who we play in different leagues and see how they're getting on. So we'll all be HUFC fans, whatever happens.
Exactly, one HUFC is going to be happy. So, anyway, look, take care, and I
look forward to seeing you on the day, then, Chris.
Yeah.
We'll have a beer and have a catch up, and I'll introduce you to Richard.
Yeah, all right. And you take care, fella, yeah?
All the best. Have a good day.
Yeah, cheers. And thanks again for this.
Yeah, my pleasure.